What's up guys and welcome to FPL Today. I'm your host JNO, welcome to the channel and welcome to the talking points for Game Week 7 where we look at what happened in Game Week 7 and see how it can help us going into Game Week 8 in the Fantasy Premier League. So if Fantasy Premier League content is something you want in your subscription box, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell so you're informed when my videos and live streams go live. And also check out the first link in the description, which is a link to my Teespring store where you can get limited edition FPL Today merchandise. We have an over 9,000 subscriber t-shirt in a Dragon Ball Super style and in the top 10k t-shirt as well, which will only be available until I hit 10,000 subscribers, just to commemorate those of you that have joined the channel in the first 10k. So check out the link in the description. Anyway, on to today's video, and first thing we're going to look at is the Everton options that came to the forefront in Game Week 7. Two of them really standing out above the rest. Whilst Walcott, Toussaint and Bernard all actually looked good in this game, it was Gylfi, Sigurdsson and Richarlison that both looked good to me, so I may have to eat some humble pie on the Richarlison issue because I did release a video saying Richarlison is a trap and I thought his underlying stats in the initial games of the season weren't that promising and meant that he wasn't going to continue his output in the FPL. However, he has looked good in the last two games despite scoring. So now I'm literally just flipping the script and saying while he's not scored FPL points, he is a good option going forward. Whereas before he was scoring points and I was saying he was a bad option. So maybe I need to make my mind up about this. But Sigurdsson's the one that stole the headlines with 2 goals in a commanding performance. And I'm a bit annoyed at myself because I did consider Sigurdsson, and it's pretty much a story of my game week because I considered a lot of options that would have been better than the transfer I did make. But if you want to see more about that, check out my team video, which should be released tomorrow. Sigurdsson got 2 goals, like I said, with 5 penalty area touches, 6 attempts on goal, 4 from inside the box with 2 on target and 1 big chance, and he had 5 chances created as well. So that is something you're going to get with Sigurdsson that potentially Richarlison doesn't have to offer. Chances created is going to be a lot more with Sigurdsson than Richarlison. Richarlison at 6.7 million though is cheaper than the 7.3 Sigurdsson will cost you. He had 8 penalty area touches with 5 attempts on goal, 3 on target and created 2 chances. I think both could be very good options moving forward. However, the fixture list does get more difficult for Everton now, so I definitely wouldn't suggest picking more than one of them. And on a side note, Cenk Toussaint, why go and score now? Literally a couple of game weeks after I dropped you. Thanks a lot for that. The next topic we're going to talk about is best value fullbacks. There's been so much discussion about the arm defence, which is, of course, Alonso, Robertson and Mendy. And then, of course, there is also Trippier being discussed. And then you have other players like Shaw, Holebas being considered as well. But 2 4.5 million or lower options have come to the forefront recently and have looked incredibly good in the side that has just been promoted, who have looked very good. And that is, of course, Wolverhampton and Matt Doherty and Jonny, both playing in a 3-4-3, meaning they are in very advanced positions and getting those chances created, which means they could be a valuable asset for us in the FPL, although to be fair, any Wolves defender right now seems like a valuable asset. And the crazy thing is, Jonny is actually 4.4 million, while Matt Doherty is 4.5, so definitely great value there. Jonny at 4.4 million managed to get 1 goal this game week with 6 penalty area touches, 2 attempts in the box, 2 from inside the box, 2 on target with 1 big chance, which is a minute per chance of 1 every half. And then Matt Doherty at 4.5 million, 0.1 million more expensive, got 1 assist. It was the assist to Jonny from 5 penalty area touches, 2 attempts on goal, 2 from inside the box, none on target unfortunately. However, he had 3 chances created, whereas Jonny had none. And that's 1 big chance created as well, and a minute per chance at 30 minutes, which does make him a bit more of an all-rounder as far as the underlying stats from this game week go. But to be fair, both look like incredible options moving forward. The next topic is Harry Kane back? Now, Spurs defeated Huddersfield 2-0 and Harry Kane managed to get both of the goals. Now, there's been so much discussion about Harry Kane being out of sorts, a bit fatigued, so on and so forth. But in a team that didn't have Dele Alli and Christian Eriksen, who a lot of people say Kane plays better with, the Tottenham Hotspur side still looked okay. Trippier's crossing a particular highlight. But the question now is Kane a must bring in, especially with Cardiff around the corner? Now, my personal opinion is I'm still not 100% sold, and I know you're talking to the guy that still has Mohamed Salah in his side, but at 12.5 million, I think he needs to do a bit more. And I can just see the comments in the comments down below. But don't get me wrong, in this game, he did have underlying stats which suggest he is on the rise. 2 goals from 8 penalty area touches, which was 5th best for a striker. 3 attempts on goal, which was joint 4th for a striker. 3 chances from inside the box, which was 3rd for a striker this game week. And on target, he had 3 shots on target, which was 1st for a striker this game week. And big chances, he had 2, which was joint 1st for strikers as well. Minute per chance at 30 minutes and a chance created as well. So Kane did have a good game against Huddersfield and probably will have a good game against Cardiff. However, I just feel until the fixtures look really good, is he necessarily going to outperform someone like Aguero? The minutes, of course, are more certain. However, for me, I need to see a bit more from Kane before I make that move for him. And there seems to be options that you can also look at that are offering better value for money in that striker position. Jamie Vardy definitely has the fixtures to be in contention for that. And Alexandre Lacazette seems to be another viable option that is quite cheap. Then we talk about Eden Hazard versus Mohamed Salah. Now, with patience wearing thin for FPL managers with Mohamed Salah and Eden Hazard having some great performances, a lot of people have moved over to Eden Hazard and don't even have Mohamed Salah anymore. However, we got to compare both in the same game on Saturday, with the result ending 1-1. Hazard actually getting on the score sheet, with Mohamed Salah being substituted early, with Liverpool still chasing the game, which is a bit of a worry for Mohamed Salah owners. Matters were not helped when Sturridge scored that incredible goal as well. And one question has to be, if Sturridge can stay fit and gets brought into the starting 11 for some reason, Sturridge could be a great value option in that Liverpool side. However, if we actually compare their stats head to head, we have Salah at 12.9 million, Hazard at 11.1, so there's clearly someone cheaper than the other there. But if we ignore the goal, penalty area touches, it was 7-4 in Salah's favour. Attempts on goal, 4-2 in Salah's favour. From inside the box, they were equal, 2 apiece. Hazard actually had more shots on target, 2-1, which kind of shows which is the confidence player right now. And big chances, they both had 1 each. Minute per chance, because of Salah's lack of minutes compared to Hazard, minutes per chance was 16.5 minutes for Salah and 45 minutes for Eden Hazard. However, chances created, Hazard wins 3-1. Big chances created, Salah didn't have any, whereas Hazard had 2. And minutes per chance created was 66 minutes per chance created by Salah and 30 minutes per chance created for Eden Hazard. So Eden Hazard definitely looks like a more all-round player at the moment, capable of getting assists and goals, and is of course the in-form player right now. Whereas Mohamed Salah still offers better goal threat, but right now the confidence doesn't seem to be there and he's just not converting. There were 2 times when he cut inside with his left foot, and Mohamed Salah from previous seasons would have probably at least got the shot to challenge the goalkeeper, whereas unfortunately this time he didn't challenge him with the first shot, easy save, and the second one went incredibly wide. So Salah, if he gets his form back, could of course turn these numbers into points, but right now he's just failing to do so, and I can't blame anyone that has dropped him. However, I feel like I'm going to give him just a little bit more time, as crazy as that sounds. And then finally we go on to the ones to watch, and we're looking at Harry Maguire, Kieran Trippier and Raheem Sterling, all involved in victories for their club. Harry Maguire had an incredible game at 5.5 million. He managed to get a goal from 5 penalty area touches, 4 attempts on goal, all from inside the box with 2 on target. No big chances, but a minute per chance at 22.5 minutes. And with everyone looking at Chilwell and Pereira, Harry Maguire is still a good option, getting plenty of chances on goal. Kieran Trippier was involved in that 2-0 win over Huddersfield and assisted the first goal for Harry Kane, so that's 1 assist for Kieran Trippier, who has come into a lot of sides in replacement of Benjamin Mendy. He had no penalty area touches, but that's not what you bring him in for. You bring him in for the chances created in the crossing and the set pieces, and he had 3 chances created with 1 big chance, a chance every 30 minutes. And then you have Raheem Sterling at 11 million. He could be your option to replace Mohamed Salah, although the fixtures do get worse for Man City moving forward. But at 11 million, he got 1 goal and 1 assist from 14 touches in the penalty area. 3 attempts on goal, all from inside the box with 1 on target and 1 big chance. Minute per chance at 30 minutes per chance. Chances created, he also created 4, with big chances at 1 and minute per chance creation at 23 minutes. So Raheem Sterling is pretty much looking very similar in underlying stats to Eden Hazard, and potentially him and Hazard could be more bang for your buck than Mohamed Salah and either one of the two. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode as always. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button, it's much appreciated. And I'm going to try and dedicate myself to answering some comments. So leave some comments in the comments down below and I will try and answer some of the best ones. Also, check out the links in the description if you want to support the channel in any way. Again, Teespring link is there if you want any FPL Today limited edition merchandise. I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.